basic knot, and we used it before, you can use this knot to make a loop in the rope. So, double up your rope, take your joined end, make a loop, round the rope. I'm going to hold it there, show you the loop. Here's the end. Put the end through the hole. There you go. You have a figure of 8. Now you have a loop. It consequently is in the end of the rope, but I'll show you how it looks the same in the end as it does in the middle of the rope. So we'll take that apart. Show you how to do that again. Double up your rope. Hold the joint end. Now we make a loop. Go around the rope. This time, go around and up through here. It looks like that. It looks like 2 loops. You're going to tighten. Now you have a figure of 8. You have a loop in the middle. Now I'm going to show you another. I'm going to show you how to put it on the end of a rope. And the end of a rope is a little bit trickier, but take about as much as you think you're going to need. You take that joint part, go around, around, and around. Stick it in that hole again. There you go. Put it on the end of it. As I said before, many different purposes for using a rope. One of them might be to climb a rope. In order to climb a rope, we use what we call a set of prussics. And they're just 3 different ropes. 2 of them long enough to be able to attach to the rope and to be able to put your foot in the sling. And you can slide these prussics up the rope and eventually climb the rope. I'm going to show you that knot. What you do is you take the sling, 2 closed ends, and we do our basic knot. Tie your basic knot. Okay? Now we've got a sling. This isn't the right length to be able to stand on, it's just for demonstration, but there you have your sling. And I'm going to put this end on the bottom, the knot end on the bottom, and this part is going to go around the rope. Okay? I'm going to show you what it should look like. Okay? What you would do is you would take this end, put this around the rope, slide it through here. Okay? You would take it around the rope again, and slide it through the hole again. And you pull it tight. Okay? And that's what a prusik looks like. Now you can do that only once, and it won't feel like you have some grabbing, but it'll slip. Or you can do it twice, like I have it, or you can do it one more time. But this is the basic prusik knot. This knot will hold. You can use it to climb ropes. You can use this for method to tighten ropes. Many, many functions to it. In survival, the rope that you have on you, probably, like I say, all the only rope you're going to have. And so I want to teach you the jam knot. It's also called the butcher's knot, but it is the most efficient and tightest knot you can use. Okay? The first thing is you tie a knot, our basic knot, in the end of the rope. Okay? And we do that to because it's a stopper. It'll stop the knot going anywhere. So you get the knot in there. Now you take this end of the rope and you imagine going around. Let's say we're going to tie 2 logs together. Go around, go this way, all the way around, come around, and now you tie our basic knot again. Okay? When you pull it tight so that that knot and this knot are almost tight side by side like that. Okay? Because that knot there will stop this knot from going anywhere. Okay? Now, you have it around the log. What you have to do, you have to take these 2 knots and put them inside, and then it looks like this. Okay? Now, you pull that tight. Pull it tight. Okay? And you can just, the reason I did it this way is so that I can pull really hard this way. Okay? If you go around the logs this way, then when you tie that little knot together, you have to pull it this way to pull it tight. I did it this way so that I can pull this really, really tight. Once you have it tight, you can hold it, and then you pull this end through that loop and pull it up tight to there. You cut it off here, then whatever you have joined will stay joined for a long time. And it won't have a tendency to unravel. Very, very, very tight knot. Now I'm going to show you how to do that again. It's very important usually to learn these knots and to learn how to do them a certain way, and I'll explain to you why. You don't ever know when you're going to have to use this. And you may have to use them in the dark and not be able to see what you're doing. But if you can feel with your hands and tie it with your hands, alright? Tie it with your hands by feel. After practicing and doing it many, many times, then you learn to put it on the inside. And you're able to pull it tight, and then you have this loop and you can pull it through there, pull it tight again. You can effectively do whatever you want with a rope. In the dark, or in the rain, or in the snow, or when you can hardly see. Okay? I'll show it to you one more time. Take and you tie your basic knot in hand. Okay? Go under the log, over the logs, and then we tie our basic knot again. Okay? And we pull the end through this way. We make that nice and tight. Okay? Now, you have to take those 2 knots and just sort of stick them inside that loop. So they stick out again. Now we've got this loop here. Now you can pull that rope tight. As tight as and as hard as you can. And because we've built it this way, you can pull on it very, very hard. It'll get very, very tight. And it'll actually kind of hold itself once it's tight. And then you grab the tail end, pull it through and pull it tight. There you have what's called the jam knot, or the butcher's knot. And like I say, it is the most effective, most tightest knot you should learn. And the reason for it is because of the economy you're going to save with the rope.